Hello, welcome to our sixth session of learning to pray and meditate as you play music. Let me begin today by sharing with you the music that we'll be talking about. And then it goes on. If you would like the background music so that you can play along with this, if you go to the schoolforcreativemusic.com and join the email list, you can grab not only this session, but all of the previous sessions as well if you'd like to work on the other pieces. Wanted to share with you a little bit of a background on how all of this began, and I didn't realize it at the time, but when I was in graduate school, I was studying with the concertmaster of the Chicago Symphony, and I had this independent study, and I had sort of a tendency toward metaphysical things and philosophical things, and I posed a question for a long research paper, which was, if you have two artists who come and play the same piece of music. In the classical world, that's very common. So they'll do the Beethoven concerto, and then somebody else will do the Beethoven concerto. So you go to hear both of them play on different nights, and one artist inspires you and sends chills up and down your spine. The other artist plays the same notes, same tempos, and it leaves you completely bored. You want to leave within 5 minutes. What is the difference between those two? And there's lots of research in metaphysical worlds about what that is, but what came to me over time was that I was really asking about the life force in the playing and the connection to the soul. It was a curiosity of mine for a long, long time, and the mind-body connection was always fascinating to me. So when I came to Tai Chi Gung, I was primed for this, and I've been studying Tai Chi Gung now for over 36 years with the same Tai Chi Gung master, Master Lama Rasaji, and he studied and trained at the original Tai Chi Gung lamasery that was opened by Lao Tzu, Boganathar, more than 3,000 years ago. And one of the things that has happened over the time of working with that discipline of regeneration is that you start to feel the energy physically, as if you could touch it. It's unseen, but for you, your experience of it is it's as real as the wall behind me, or clapping your hands or touching your nose. It's direct. And this life energy doesn't all sit at the same place. There are higher frequencies and lower frequencies, and it's related to the different dimensions. And so to keep things very, very simple, in Tai Chi Gung, what we do is we connect our movements and breath to the life force in nature, and we create this figure 8, this flow of chi going out and this flow of chi coming back. And there's this crescendo effect. It builds. And as it builds, you start to open. So a lot of the different shaman approaches, even prayer in monasteries where you'll have people take on the wounds of Christ and miracles and all of this different stuff, it can be brought back and understood in a mystical / scientific way. In music, what's beautiful about it is that it's the realm of the soul anyway, if you're willing to open that door. And what this approach to playing does is says, if you come with an open heart and you express your gratitude, for example, to the creator of the universe, the divine, how you see it is fine. And that kind of throws some people, as if God doesn't listen to sincere hearts, But anyway, in music, there is this chill up and down the spine, this connection to the soul. And when I started to play in this improvisatory way, I would have seers who could see angels and masters and stuff. They would say, "Do you realize how many angels are around you?" And at the time I wasn't sure, but after 36 years, you pick up on a thing or two, hopefully. So this approach to playing really is this idea that from very early on in your playing of music, you can use it as prayer and you can use it as meditation. At the Lamasery in Tibet, meditation is defined as listening. So you listen to the life force, you listen to, right? You just fill in the blank, and you're in meditation. So this particular thing, when I was doing it, I asked Spirit to kind of show me what will help people. The melody is by step, and it's very, very simple. Right? And so if you want to learn how to do that efficiently, effectively, and super quick, if you go to the website, you can see at the bottom an example of a lesson, and you'll see the scale there, notes in a row, a way of putting it into an echo back and forth, call and answer, which is a very basic way that we learn. And then learning how to make stuff up, jam, talk with that vocabulary, build it out into songs. So the whole approach to learning music is based on these principles of building up from the foundation and building technique and all of the different parts of playing into things that are repeated. So if you go through the sequence of the lessons, you'll have seen this like 36 times. And you'll know 36 songs, and it'll open the door. Well, if I can do these 36, I can use those same ideas, and I can play anything. And if you want to play by ear, that's fine. If you want to read the music, that's fine too. So it's all there for you. The idea, as far as turning it into prayer, really then becomes a matter of where your intention is. And it takes a little bit, if you're going to pray in a second language that you've never studied at all, it's a little bit of a trick. But with music, it can be done with very simple notes. So I'll play once again, and if you're wanting to play along, you can make things up as we go along and use your instrument as a counter melody. And the beauty of these is that they are like 8 measures long. So the chords change in a regular way, happens 3 or 4 times, work with it 3 or 4 days. And hopefully you can kind of grab on to the overall vibe, which is, peaceful, not too fast, everybody's welcome, And then eventually I would love it for you to be able to do this on your own, making up your own music. Then you don't have to worry at all about right, wrong notes, following chord charts, all that other stuff. You can just do it. So I want to thank you for joining me, and we'll play it out today a couple times through. 1, 2, ready, and